Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lab. Today we're going to talk about something a little different with the game because the game has been a little crazy lately. We've got a lot of legendaries coming to the game in the next less than 2 months. Before the season ends, I think I counted that we have about 16 legendaries and mythical Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go. Whether it's from Go Tour or raids or Dynamax battles, we've got a lot to cover, so let's get into it. First, we're going to start out with the raid portion of these legendaries coming into the game. Again, I counted 16 legendaries. It's a little nuts. So first, in raids right now until January 24th, we have Deoxys, the defense form and the attack form. Not super interesting. The defense form is actually really good in PvP. I haven't seen too many people honestly using it I think it's really popular in Ultra League. I haven't seen that in quite a while, but I know it is still used somewhat. The attack form, not so popular. You can actually probably even solo it if you have the right arsenal. So if you're looking for the shinies, I definitely recommend going after that. That's until January 24th in 5-star raids. It is a mythical Pokemon. Then we have Shadow Registeel in Shadow 5-star raids as well, and that can be shiny. Registeel's typically good. The regular Registeel is typically good in PvP, but I think the Shadow component, because it's so defense reliant, the Shadow takes away about 20% of its defense, so it ends up not being as meta relevant. But that is in raids until January 26th. Then we have Shadow Palkia, which you can currently get from Giovanni until the next time he comes back. So if you're not, even when this event, this Team Rocket event ends, if you have any of those Super Rocket radars, you will be able to encounter Palkia. If you have numerous, I don't necessarily think it's worth investing numerous Super Rocket radars if you've saved up, but to each his own. So you can get that from Giovanni right now, Shadow Palkia. Then we have Shadow Ho-Oh Raid Day. That is this Sunday, January 19th. And you can now remote, which is such a money grab. And it's insane, and I'm actually very excited about it. Shamefully, I am actually going to spend money on this. I do have a few shiny Shadow Ho-Ohs, and one of them's a 3-star, so I'm not like too, I'm not gonna go too crazy for it, but I mean, to remote a Shadow Raid, that's the first time in Pokemon Go history that's happened. So, total money grab, but it's kind of fun. It's a guilty pleasure for sure. And again, the shiny is available. So Shadow Ho-Oh on Raid Day on Sunday, January 19th. And Shadow Ho-Oh, is epic. You know my love for Ho-Oh, especially if you saw that last video where I show my rarest Pokemon. Ho-Oh is very near and dear to my heart. Then, for the first time in Dynamax history, we are going to get a Dynamax legendary Pokemon. Not just one, but 3. We'll be getting Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres in Dynamax battles, and that is starting on January 20th. That's Monday. So each bird is gonna have its own week, and they're each gonna debut on a Max Monday. So the first one that debuts, of course, is Articuno. And then the next one will be the next Monday, which is Zapdos, and then the third one, Moltres, will be the Monday after that. And once they debut in a Max Monday, which is 6 to 7 p.m., and if you didn't know, Max Monday, every power spot will have a certain Pokemon. In this case, Monday, January 20th, from 6 to 7 p.m., Articuno will make its debut during that time, and it will be in every power spot for that 1 hour. And then from then on out, for the rest of the week, it will be available. We're not sure how difficult it's going to be, but I imagine it's going to be pretty difficult, and you'll have to have a group. It is a legendary Pokemon, so it's only fair. So Articuno will be in the game from January 20th to January 27th. And then we have the Max Monday for Zapdos on January 27th. And that will be again from 6 to 7 p.m. Zapdos will be in every power spot, and then after that, it will be available for the week. And then on Max Monday, February 3rd, will be Moltres, and that will be in every power spot, and then it'll be available until February 9th. So February 3rd to February 9th, and that will be the last of the legendary birds from Kanto. But that's pretty cool. I'm very interested to see how all of that shakes up the game. It's gonna be very interesting. But for each of those birds, the week before, you'll basically be getting this research where the game kind of equips you with good counters for that Pokemon. So right now we just got some research today for being able to take down Articuno on the 20th, and one of the rewards is a Dynamax Score Bunny. Fire against ice works really well. It's pretty nice that they're giving us some free Dynamax Pokemon. But yeah, those 3 legendary birds are coming to the game, and that's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm pumped for that. Then Dialga will be coming back to raids, regular Dialga, not the form that has the adventure effect. Regular Dialga will be coming into raids January 24th until February 6th. It's a great Pokemon. I mean, it's very popular in Master League. I highly recommend going after that. Then, and this is not a legendary, but it's akin to kind of a legendary moment, we have Gigantamax Kingler coming to the game for a max battle day on February 1st from 2 to 5 p.m. And the same sort of protocol will be happening for Kingler as it does for the other Gigantamax battle days that we've had. There's going to be like a little box that you're gonna have more opportunity for MP. There will be rewards, bonuses, etc., etc. It's going to be a fun day. Honestly, I really enjoy the Gigantamax days, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And Kingler it's an OG. It's going to be great, and the shiny will also be available. Probably 1 in 10, but it could be 1 in 20. I'm unclear as to what the shiny rate is for those Gigantamax battle days. So I guess we'll have more of an idea after the day. So that's a good one. February 1st, 2 to 5 p.m. Then we have Go Tour Unova, which obviously will bring back all the legendaries and mythicals from that gen. Unova was a pretty good one. So just recently they've added on Victini to the mix. If you get a Go Tour Pass, which is a brand new feature to the game where you can get this thing called a Lucky Trinket, which makes it so you can make any of your friends, whether they're best friends or not, a lucky friend. And once you're a lucky friend, then your next trade will be a forced lucky trade, which is excellent. Not sure if it's worth the price yet, but we will break that down in a future video when we start talking about the Unova Tour next month. So for Go Tour, we'll be getting Victini, like I just said, if you get the Tour Pass, it gives you a free encounter with Victini. Not free, obviously it's a paid for pass, but Victini is a part of it. Then we will also get Shiny Meloetta, which will be made, that's the debut for the Shiny, so that's a pretty cool one. Then we have Black and White Kyurem, and then we have Zekrom and Reshiram, which you need to fuse to Kyurem. So it's very similar to Necrozma, where you fuse Solgaleo and Lunala with Necrozma to get the Dawnwings and Duskmane versions of Necrozma. It's going to be the same thing with Black and White Kyurem. You fuse a Kyurem, a regular Kyurem, with a Reshiram or a Zekrom, and then you get Black or White Kyurem. So pretty cool. That is a lot of legendaries, a lot to look forward to, a lot of great meta Pokemon. I'm super pumped for the Kanto birds to be in Dynamax battles. Also excited for Shiny Meloetta from Go Tour, Gigantamax Kingler, which again is not a legendary or a mythical, but it's worth noting. I'm excited. That's some good stuff. I think that's way more legendaries than they typically do, so it's gonna be a good one. I hope you guys are having fun out there. Stay tuned for some more videos. Give this a like, share it, put on the little bell thing so you can be notified of videos in the future. Subscribe if you haven't, comment, do all the things. I will see you guys out in the field. Have a great week. Bye.